Hi, this is Morgan Leroux, and I'm going to talk today about veganism, more specifically, veganism and sustainability. As the global population surges toward a predicted 9.1 billion people by 2050, Western tastes for diets rich in meat and dairy products are unsustainable, says a report from the United Nations. A solution to that would be veganism. Veganism is a way of living which seeks to exclude as far as possible all forms of exploitation to animals for food, clothing, that is fur and leather, and any other purpose. Environmental vegetarianism is the practice of vegetarianism or veganism based on indications that animal production, including intensive farming, is environmentally unsustainable. The impact of meat and dairy consumption can be divided into several categories: air pollution, water pollution, and land exploitation. Air pollution. Animal farming represents 18% of global greenhouse gases expressed. It is said that if Americans dropped one serving of chicken per week, it would be the equivalent in terms of CO2 emissions of removing 500,000 cars from traffic. Meat production is the largest producer of methane and nitrous oxide and uses more non-renewable energy than cars. Water. The livestock sector is a key player in increasing water use, accounting for over 8% of global human water use, mostly for the irrigation of feed crops. It takes 2,400 gallons of water to produce 1 pound of meat, whereas it only takes 25 gallons of water to produce 1 pound of wheat. It is probably the largest source of water pollution, contributing to eutrophication, dead zones in coastal areas, degradation of coral reefs, human health problems, emergence of antibiotic resistance, and many others. The major sources of pollution are from animal wastes, antibiotics and hormones, chemicals from tanneries from leather production, fertilizers and pesticides used for feed crops, and sediments for eroded pastures. Land. Expansion of livestock production is a key factor in deforestation, especially in Latin America, where the greatest amount of deforestation is occurring. 70% of previous forested land in the Amazon is occupied by pastures, and feed crops cover a large part of the remainder. 30% of the Earth's entire land surface, a massive 70% of all agricultural land, is used for rearing farmed animals. That is 17 million square miles, which is bigger than the entire surface of the moon. Animal production and consumption is the major driver of deforestation, as well as one of the leading drivers of land degradation, pollution, climate change, overfishing, and sedimentation of coastal areas. It is important to notice as well that 70% of grains and cereals growing are fed to animals. If this food was used to feed humans instead of animals, this would be a huge step towards solving world hunger. In conclusion, adopting a vegan lifestyle has huge environmental benefits. It has been proven many times by several influential organizations such as the UN that consuming meat and dairy at the rate humans currently are is highly unsustainable. In fact, the world's meat production has quadrupled since the 1960s. Veganism has also been proven to be healthier for humans than overly consuming meat and dairy. To finish, it is of course a way more human and compassionate way to live. Recent years have shown that more and more people choose to adopt and commit to this lifestyle, which proves its sustainability.